first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the direct snap, this will be Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now this time Bortles will throw. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case,
now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and the Texans scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Down to the 36-yard line here. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Bortles out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bortles. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
There we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Throwing now is Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. A big third down play there for the Jags. 61 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 14 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Bortles to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down.
On the toss, here's Foreman. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now the backup Savage. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now with toss play. This is Foreman. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's Savage now on second. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Savage on first. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now inside the red zone, Savage trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So the D-line's going to spread out. A final shot before half for Bortles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Foreman. And some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 73 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pound it in with Prosh, the fullback. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jay Prosh taking it in. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down following the run. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Bortles. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. And to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
To throw on second down is Savage. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
All right, here we go.
Now Savage on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Left. Here we go now.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here we go now. Left. Slow.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On 1st down, Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go. Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
This is Fournette. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. Room here to run. Avoids him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. And they'll try the air now with Savage. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So after the sack of Savage, the Texans with a 3rd and long forthcoming. From the gun, here's Savage. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Now Bortles. They'll roll him out right. It's caught right side. It turns. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Fournette.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing is Bortles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Foreman. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They run again with Foreman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
you